Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mars coming at you with another StarCraft 2 cast. This one sent in by members of the community to Reddit's Castit. If you'd like to have your games cast by myself or somebody else roaming that forum, take your replay, upload it to your preferred site, GG tracker, spawning pool, drop.sv2, and link it in castit.reddit.com, and a member of the community or myself will get down to casting it for you. In the meantime, welcome to Ulrena. We have over on this side of the map, we have the return ZizLah, which is a definitely an interesting name. Gotta learn how to do that properly. Over on this side we have Pasta. I'm sorry you don't get quite as fancy as introduction because I fucked up the key controls there. We've got an early scout over here just to make sure that the turn is not doing anything horribly fancy or disgusting depending on your viewpoint, and going for a pool first. Now this is Ulrena, so this isn't entirely unexpected. Oh, a gas steal. Nice to see what your opponent's doing. Good to make sure that he doesn't do anything overly aggressive in high gas amount, but other than that, not generally too terrible for most turn players. And going for the block off here, just to make sure that the opponent can't get any early zealots over on your side of the base if you are turn. Ulrena, short rush distance as illustrated here, so high aggression not entirely uncommon. Also short distance by air. Pasta having chosen to stay with the extractor, not going for the last minute extraction and then going around. Or maybe he did and he just misclicked. Possible. Factory coming down for Pasta. Alright, so well, when this was loading, there was a screen that said which league these guys are in. Unfortunately, I'm a little bit stupid about color, so these guys are either Diamond or Master. So they're not horrible, depending on your viewpoint. If you're normally the kind of person like I am, you're in, you know, the lower leagues, and this is pretty damn good. But if all you do is watch Grandmasters play, if you watch Starcraft tournaments, then these guys are not horrible. That's all you can really say about it. 20 to 20 workers, both expansions done, and a Roach Warren for defense on the side of Pasta. Pasta does see that thing, and he does know that the command center was being built in place. Hasn't chosen to go for third base, instead getting 5 roaches. So we'll see if we're going to get any roach Russian mobs, maybe some ravagers in order to get that down. And this is where that pylon's really useful, because it really tells you, like, hey, look, there's an army going straight towards you, and it gives you time, and we can, I suppose we can time that. So we started at 3:30. So that's 10 seconds. That lasted 12 seconds. So I already bought the turn 12 seconds right there. And now there's the extra time it takes in order to get up here. So ZizLah going over there and just putting his orbital command back on the high ground, which he does spot. And going to move in for that, taking out that wall. And right now ZizLah, all he has to combat this is Hellions. Hellions are not fantastic against roaches. This, on the other hand, is very good at dealing with roaches. I don't think that one of mine did get a shot off, but this one may. Nope, moves out of range. But this Banshee should be able to clean this up in its entirety. But Pasta does just clean up a whole bunch of mess here. How many SCVs? 8 SCVs, and he's going to get at least another 5, 6, I'd say, before this is cleaned up. So a very nice start by Pasta, who is droning up behind this. So we've got more, so we got 17 workers killed, and that is probably the end of it. Now, depending on how much you actually watch this game, you may have heard the expression, mules pretty good. And mules are pretty good. But now I suppose we're going to get to see just how good they are. We've got 30 workers for pasta, and we've got 9 for ZizLah. Pasta getting a third. And having seen that Banshee, he's going to go for Spore Crawlers. Even going so far as to get 2 in his main base, because he knows he can afford to invest the drones. Like, there's no way that, you know, investing just this one spore and these few minerals into this is going to put him economically behind. The amount of drones he killed, he doesn't know exactly how many those are, but he knows there were a fair few of them. So ZizLah going on and trying to damage this hatchery right here. There's not much else he could be doing. Although I suppose he could go into the... Oh, is he going to lose this? Oh, not paying attention. And there goes your Banshee. And that is a costly loss it is. Second base back into position and double pumping SCVs. And this is where those mules come into play. One Banshee once again against all these roaches and ravagers of pasta, but this time he has a good defense in place with Widow Mines. That Widow Mine did get a shot off before it died. Oh, and Burrow, that's a cute trick. Does he have Burrow movement on the way? No, he does not. So ZizLah is content to let these 2 Banshees just sit there as he sends in these 4 Hellions to eviscerate the mineral line. And look at the way those drones line up. Oh my god. Oh. Well, he's got a way to go yet before he equalizes it, but this is how you do indeed get back into games like this. 35 workers, 38 versus 26, so he did do a fair bit of damage. And if he's going to get back into the game, this is how you do it. But yeah, one spine crawler would be pretty good. So if ZizLah was paying at all attention, you saw this fire. Nope. ZizLah investing the scan in order to remove this threat from his front door. And he's once again not in a horrible position. Very nice. I mean, he's got 3, Pasta's got 3 bases, he's got more workers. Neither of them really has upgrades going, like we're getting Numanized Carapace now. Killing spine crawlers, not the best use of Hellions, but then again, there's no drones here, so I don't suppose he can really do anything else anyway. And 3 Banshees will actually take down a hatchery fairly fast, but what Banshees can't do is shoot up. So these Mutalisk in turn will shoo these off quite nicely. Banshees don't have hyperflight rotor, so they have no chance of escaping this. But that was the 3rd base of Pasta. So that was a good move, and that was probably well worth it. Oh, wow, that's a lot of missile turrets he's building right there. 2 here, that should pretty much cover everything. Oh, wow, he built a lot more here. Okay. And there in the mineral line, 1 mineral line, 2 mineral line, mineral line. Widow Mine. Sounds vaguely similar. Yeah. Right. And we've got another thing going down right there. No 3rd being retaken yet. We know he's got the drones for it, and might as well. Looking to see what he can do with the mutas, and the answer to that is not a lot. There is a lot of missile turrets here. As a turn, you can be terribly annoying by just turtling up. Like, you turtle this up, I think he's even going mech. Okay, cool. Oh, that was a That was a nice Widow Mine hit. I don't think he killed anything, but that splashed a lot. Splashed a lot. Oh, Numenized Carapace. I thought we may have had first level flyer armor, but no. Roach Speed coming on the way. And Green Flame, Green Flame. What kind of flame is it? Green Flame! If you don't watch D&D or Acquisitions Incorporated, that makes no sense considering it's Blue Flame. But there you go. Bunched up Mutalisk versus Liberator will hurt quite a bit, but not enough to actually take this all the way down. And there goes another Widow Mine shot. No, doesn't go off, but it does lose a takes out a second Widow Mine. Oh, and that one was a juicy shot right there. 3 Mutalisks going down to that 1 mine. That's not the best investment ever. In the meantime, we've got 4 bases for the Zerg up and running. Although this one is now up and running. Can he move some more? Yeah, he can move some more if he wants to. And he's got his opponents pretty much, you know, limited to those 2 bases. He's got a 3rd command center right there, but until these missile turrets are in place, you don't want to move that down there. Hydral is then going down for Pasta. And more queens being built, probably in these places for just larva injection. Its creep spread is not fantastic this game as he as Pasta moves around, and just to make sure there isn't a sneaky 3rd base that's been taken in the meantime. And Pasta sees all of this, so he should be well aware of what's happening with this. And yeah, swoops in before most of these missile turrets are indeed done. And 2 Liberators. Yeah, well, there are only 2 of them, so you can't really go on a head-to-head fight against these Mutalisk. But on top of a bunch of missile turrets, and this one does now actually go down, you can take that fight just fine. Oh, don't want to overextend. Oh, and there goes another Mutalisk, I think. So nice turtle play by ZizLah, and it is at this point maybe that Pasta wants to think about a Nidus Worm maybe, because he's not going to break this straight up. You need siege units, so what do you call them, swarm hosts or brute lords, or you need to backstab him, and you're not going to fly in and drop and do this because you'd get something on the ground. But let's face it, most of your overlords would die here. If you go in here, you could probably get it here, but you'd have to wait for all these units to move further up to this base before this is actually a safe place to drop. But although you could drop it here if you so choose, or you could fly around, I suppose. He's got the overlord speed. So, income wise, 76 workers for Pasta, 55 for the Terran, and we've got a slight upgrade advantage for Zerg. Oh. Even going for the 2nd attack now. 2nd armory coming up for the Terran as well. And a Lurker Den, which is an interesting choice. Getting a macro hatch as well. Might as well try and take your 5th base at this point in time. That's one thing about making Terrans, is they can't, you know, I mean, Hellions go around and wreak havoc on mineral lines every now and again, but other than that, it's not exactly the most nimble and maneuverable army. Oh wow, this is some defense he's got over here. Going to break this off quite nicely, but this opening has been breached in the meantime. He's going to use this to go out the side. Maybe, oh, that is a lot of mineral lines. Shit, I gotta stop saying that they're mineral lines. They really aren't. They're widow mines. They sound vaguely similar, that's true, but that's about it. So that was a bunch of roaches versus a bunch of widow mines, which is a trade you can take. That's fine. And look at all these tanks. Man, That is a lot of tanks. I don't know, 98 army supply. Like, when it comes to like the income, sure, that the Zerg's got him beat, hands down, no problem. But outside of that, yeah, and you lost most of your mutas doing that little stab. Gets another siege tank, that's true. Now he's down to 1 muta. Does he have another bunch somewhere? No, he does not. And he moved in over here as well. But there's enough tanks right there. And yeah, that was very nicely held back by ZizLah. And Blue Flame, yeah, well, you get enough Hellions, they do actually do quite a bit of damage on Ravagers as well. These aren't light. Neither are, I mean, they're lighter than Roaches. They have less armor. Well, these have 2 armor, these have 1. No, also 2. I don't know. I always thought they're a little bit more squishy. So they don't get the bonus armor from the Blue Flame Hellions, but in the meantime, yeah. So we've got a 4th base being taken for ZizLah and a 5th and a 6th for Pasta. And Pasta may be scratching his head right now. It's like, what the fuck do I do against this? And I have to reiterate what I said. Like, maybe look for siege units or a backstab. That is your best shot. And getting a planetary fortress right here just to make sure nothing funky is going to go along here. 6 Vipers. Well, yeah, that's a good answer as well. Get close, yank a siege tank, move back, and then slowly trade energy for units. So considering the start of that game, I'd say ZizLah is doing very, very well. Got 2 bases worth of SCVs and he's using them. Well, oh, and we're looking for a starport transition or sky Terran transition, as they sometimes say, for ZizLah. And we've got tech labs on all of them. Are we building a fusion core somewhere? Yes, we are. So are we looking at battle cruisers? I know with these 2 bases, he should have enough income to actually produce quite a few of them. I don't dislike that decision. Getting Zerg flyer level 1 on the side of the Zerg. I mean, the Pasta's got the upgrade advantage, but in the meantime, I mean, you can't get close enough to use it. And here are those Blue Flame Hellions. So did we build static D? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Are we automated? A little bit, because they are going to be out of range of these things. Where'd the second bunch go? Over here? Oh shit! Fuck, that was T on my keyboard. Oh, that's excellent. Let me pause that right here. Alright, before I resume this game, if you'd like to see me be all professional, you're looking at this on YouTube. That's great. I'm all professional there. If you want to watch me throw hot tea on my keyboard, you're gonna have to catch me live on YouTube, on Twitch, twitch.tv/marsh. Anyway, we're over here. Let's get on with the action. That little foray into the attempted mineral lines of Pasta is roundly held back. Cost him a bunch of drones. Still not equal to the carnage that Pasta did at the start of the game. And Pasta is going in for a flank, and his opponent is not at all in position to do anything about this. So let's see how this goes. That is one Widow. Oh. Nope, he decides not to do this. The army was close enough away to reposition quite rapidly. And there goes the caster units. Maybe getting some blinding clouds. Are we going to go and yank something? No, he moves away. Moves on back. Nope, it's not going in there. And with that many siege tanks and the Liberator and the planetary fortress, I can't blame him. But let's see if we can take out a couple of these missile turrets for free now that these things are there. So that is one, that is two, and there we go in range of the tanks. That is one Viking, that is two Vikings, but at what cost? As people are wont to say, that was quite the dip in the army supply by the thing. And don't move your Vipers there. Oh, well, yeah, that's. Oh, and he shows the first battle cruiser, and the first battle cruiser does get parasitic bombed, but yeah, amongst other battle cruisers, that doesn't really do much. So, what are we thinking now? Well, we're thinking we should get some flyer carapace. And it's usually at this point where some people start making corruptors. And I can't say at this point that would be the best decision, but also not the worst. I mean, you gotta do something against these bloody things. Getting them to stack up and then parasitic bomb them is very good indeed. And with all these other things flying around, yeah, sure, why not? Greater Spire, so we are looking to counter air with air, and ZizLah is moving out to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th base, tying up with Pasta's base count, and Pasta has not yet moved out towards this base or this base. So, oh, and a sensor tower. That is not a bad investment. Oh, yep. No, this little strike force isn't going to achieve anything. Well, they're going to get one Widow Mine. No, they're not going to get one Widow Mine. They're going to get absolutely killed. Oh, look at all these sensor towers. ZizLah doesn't want any Zerg coming in and, you know, doing something stupid on his braid. And lurkers in place, but nope. Lurkers get detected and taken out quite easily. Up there's a couple that do. I don't even know how much they did do. Oh, and these roaches are going to donate their lives to Terran egos, as they give some free kills away. 2 with a mine and 1 of these siege tanks. All right, moving in over here. Only 2 tanks, so yeah, sure, why not? That's not a bad thing. And he's going to get into the production, and this is an important bit. Terran, their production takes so long, and this is doubly so for a meching or sky meching things. And you don't want to stay. You don't want to stay here. You want to take out these reactors. You want to take out the Teplabs or the missile turrets, and getting ready for a flyby of some sort. No, leaving 2 missile turrets in place, and as they do get cleaned up. In the meantime, these Vikings do get parasitic bomb, but I think that was the life of the. Yep, because there's nothing of those left. So, still got a good defensive position here, still got a good defensive position here, but over here there isn't really much except this one Liberator at the moment. But look at these Corruptors. These Corruptors who have 1 attack, and they're going up against, well, these they can take out 2-2. It's this I'm worried about. 5 armor Terran battlecruiser. 5. That is, they don't take a lot of damage. They do not take a lot of damage. One more sensor tower up here, and now we're going to go move in and maybe pee on some buildings or something. Is that the plan here? Nope. The Great Wall of Missile Turrets has been rebuilt, and going for Brood Lords in order to break that line. So we have no melee attack upgrades, which is unfortunate. That would help here. But do Broodlings actually benefit from adrenal glands? I don't know. I know Ultralis and Zerglings do it. And more, and we got a little battlefield, battle cruiser hit squad. And why not? You know, go in there, kill something, and then tactical jump out of there. Looks like every one of your things has enough energy to do that. As the Brood Lords do go to work, and this is quite a nice place to play with, because all that the Terran has to counter it with is his air units. Thors are not going to help. Marines are not going to help. Oh, but look at this. The battle cruisers are just slowly whittling away, doing exactly the same thing. There goes the first Liberator. I mean, the upgrades for the Terran are there. I mean, the Terran does have better air upgrades than the Zerg has, but the Zerg has a lot. Like, he has a lot. Maybe lose one. Nope. And as soon as he gets all these missile turrets up, he can just... Yep. Now he can just park his Corruptors right here, his Brute Lords there, and, you know... Oh, however, if they go and fly, then take them out there. Battle cruisers still slowly doing their thing. This lurker is not sure what he's doing. But yeah, the turn is just, you know, just like, okay, you can have that base. I'll move because I'm Terran. So slowly peeing on this in exchange for an actual mining base. Although if he's going to fly into these spore crawlers, I mean the spore crawlers won't kill them, but they will actually do a fair bit of damage. Go to take this base, whereas the Terran has taken these two bases as well. And that entire main base. Oh, he's going to lose that. Yep, yeah, buildings armor upgrade. That will be very nice. If you can make sure that doesn't happen, that will actually be very useful. And he started work on here. Maybe get the fusion core. Maybe get the fusion core. That would not be bad. Oh, and now the Terran gets a fight in missile turret range, but that is not enough. There's just too goddamn many Corruptors. So now ZizLah actually moving. Is he moving these three back? No, he isn't. He's just flying them straight into spore crawlers. So that's not great. So we've got a base rate, I guess. We've got a very slow base rate. That's one. Can I see how many of these we've lost? We haven't lost a single one yet. Really? Alright, now we have one. Wait, do battle cruisers? There we go. Battle cruisers do show up. That's two bases taken out with production of the thing. And where did he land all the stuff? Over here. So now he's just building things that shoot air. And at the point where he has everything that shoots air, then he should be able to close out this victory. Past is completely out of gas. So what he can do after this, he can remax in Zerglings, but that's pretty much all that he can do. All right, so we got three bases left to go for the Zerg, or for the Terran, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bases left to go for the Terran. For the the Zerg has 3 bases left and the Terran has 4. Right. There we go. Okay, we don't actually... Do we not have any detection? Oh, we don't have any detection. Yeah, we do. We have 1 Overseer. Right there. And in the meantime, yeah, we've got a hit squad here not doing anything. A small hit squad mostly not doing anything here. And where are all the Brood Lords? The battle cruisers. Where are the battle cruisers of 7 battle cruisers? Yep. Yeah, and I can't blame him. If he just stays there, he's going to win. Oh, and that is a nice Widowmine shot right there. Gonna have to move that Overseer up if he's going to do anything against all these Widowmines. And there are a lot of Widowmines. There are 9 Widowmines right there. And of course they'll get triggered on the Broodling, so most of the time they shouldn't really do anything. But as this one illustrated, if you're going to... Oh, don't fly over there, Brood Lords. Just don't do it. Move away. Y'all don't fly there either. That's not great for your health. Yep, that was one free Brute Lord. ZizLah slowly moving up here. And yeah, all these Zerglings I mentioned, which he moved in, but yeah, they're Banshee fodder. And now we've got Battlecruiser versus Corruptor, and we've got the upgrade advantage quite a bit in Terran's favor. You don't want to move up against Liberators. It's not nearly as bad as it used to be, but still. Oh, wow. Well, if you have that many Corruptors, apparently you can just take out Battlecruisers. That's how many Battlecruisers we've left. We have 2 Battlecruisers left. We are fighting in the middle of repairing SCVs. We've got Liberators, we've got Vikings, we've got missile turrets, and still the Zerg pushes through. But how many Brute Lords do we have? None. We have all the Brute Lords are gone. All the Brute Lords are gone. Meaning that in order to attack the ground, we have peeing, as it's so nicely called. Still don't have that. Oh, this is... Oh. You have an Overseer. Dude, you have an Overseer. Like, if he's not going to use his Overseer, I don't know how he's going to win this. Like, this small band of Terran is just going to move in and slowly kill all the buildings of his opponent, and he's not going to be able to do anything. Oh, Widow Mines, don't get a shot off. Okay, very nice. But in the meantime, we're moving up here, and this one will slowly bleed out, I suppose. And now we're down to just 1 base. Does lose a Banshee to his Spore Crawler. And now I suppose what are we going to do? Well, we can't really do anything, so we might as well attack this. Did he lose the Greater Spire? Yes, he did. I think that was down here. 3 Queens. 3 Queens went down too. So take out 1 tank. Take out 2 tanks. No, going for the Thor. No more transfuses here. So, GG. Right. Very nice game. If you'd like to have me personally cast one of your games and you don't feel like just putting it up, castit.reddit.com is enough, you can email me at marshgaming@gmail.com. That is marshgaming, MAARSCH gaming, one word, at gmail.com, and maybe you'll end up in my trash folder like that other guy did, but hopefully not. GG.